Let's take this in all seriousness, as piece by piece as we possibly can here. Okay. Antonio Brown is making it very, very difficult for him to get to the place that he wants to get, which is out of Pittsburgh and to a place where he can win a Super Bowl. Unless his most important item is to be paid, which a lot of people have thought this is what this has all been about. 3 years, $39 million. He absolutely knows the Pittsburgh Steelers are not going to renegotiate a contract with 3 years left on it for a wide receiver. They don't even usually do that for quarterbacks, and only special quarterbacks will they go ahead and renegotiate with years left. Okay? 31-year-old wide receiver, it should be added as well. He knows that. A lot of people have thought this has been about money. He hasn't mentioned money in any way, shape, or form. He's mentioned respect. He's mentioned respect with his quarterback. He's never mentioned money. Now he's mentioned money. Would you, if you are an NFL team with Super Bowl aspirations, go ahead and trade for Antonio Brown right now? Very important question because, again, he tweeted out about 20 minutes ago a photograph of him and Art Rooney, very beautiful black and white photograph. They look very happy. Him saying that they did, in fact, meet today. Great meeting with Mr. Rooney today. We discussed a lot of things, and we cleared the air on several issues. We both agreed that it is time to move on. Oh, but I'll always have appreciation and gratitude towards the Rooney family and Steelers organization. Hashtag call God, hashtag booming. Now, I don't even know where to start with that, other than the fact that I'm glad they cleared the air. Why they air clearing did not result in Antonio Brown staying with the Steelers, that's for another day. But him coming out and basically saying, we've agreed that we're done now. Steelers haven't said anything yet, although moments ago, before he hit the air, Ian Rappaport, my compadre from the NFL Media Group, saying that the Steelers have agreed to explore a trade. But they are not giving Drew Rosenhaus, the agent of Antonio Brown, or Antonio Brown the permission to go ahead and seek one. Because I'll tell you what, there's no way on this green earth, or even if the warmest place that you think exists somewhere freezes over, that guy's not winding up with the New England Patriots. Period. End of story. So he's making it very difficult, saying that the trade's happening. As we all know, the trades that go down, where everybody feels that they get a win, those trades you don't hear about. They just happen. So now your team that wants to trade for Antonio Brown, that you think you could go ahead and, if you want to say, deal with the Instagram Live, the Facebook Live, the not showing up in Week 17, the issues that go down, that again, in Pittsburgh, and this is what's the most difficult part about all this, because Antonio Brown's not the only guy with drama involved in all this. The quarterback is too. The quarterback has a role to play in all of this also, but he's a first ballot Hall of Fame guy in terms of his football production on the field. Ben Roethlisberger is at the top of his game. He's not going anywhere. All right? So all that said, it's Antonio Brown coming out and saying, I'm out. Putting out a video last week saying today, before the Steelers can say anything, or try and keep it in-house. You want to go somewhere, don't say anything. Don't talk about Fight Club, Antonio. But he's done that. And now he said he wants guaranteed money. I'm telling you what, any team that wants to trade for Antonio Brown right now knows this guy with the chip on his shoulder, as you just heard, is going to put up huge numbers next year. Huge. And will then have 2 years left on a contract. If you don't think, I said this yesterday, I'll say it again now, certainly now that you've heard it out of Antonio Brown's mouth. If you don't think he's going to sit there and say, I want a new contract, you're out of your mind, and you're now inviting that into your house. How are you going to deal with that? Certainly if you're inviting him onto a team that most likely, certainly if you have Super Bowl aspirations, certainly if you are on the precipice, on the verge, you've probably got a waiting list of guys that have already been there for a few years that are ready to have their contracts redone and need to get redone. You're going to then put him to the front of that line? Wow. You got to really sit here and think hard and swallow hard before you call up the Steelers and offer them something to invite all of this into your house. And then we buried the lead. Can you play that last part that we've cut of relevant portion from the Instagram Live? This is, we completely buried the lead. Go ahead and roll this.
Call me Mr. Big Chest. Big Chest from now on. Big Chest Brown from now on. Don't even call me AB. Just call me Big Chest. Yeah, Mr. Big Chest.
Okay. All right, then.
Okay, cool.
Mr. Big Chest. Is that up there with Mr. Grinch? You're a mean one, Mr. Big Chest. AB now wants to be MRBC, Mr. Big Chest.
The artist
Again,
formerly known
just
as
factor
AB.
all this together, folks. He is awesome. He has put in terms
He's
of
great.
a 9-year resume,
He's a Hall of Famer.
one of the greatest 9-year wide receiver resumes of all time. He is Instagram living. He's Facebook living. Whatever happened in week 17 of the Pittsburgh Steelers season, got to investigate all of that. Got to investigate everything from the beginning and to the end, to the now. And he's saying he wants guaranteed dollars. And if you want to win a Super Bowl, hit him on his phone. And when you see him, refer to him as Mr. Big Chest. That's all in the melange, in the soup, if you will, that you would be looking to acquire when you call Aunt Rooney and throw something on the table for Antonio Brown.
First round pick? Someone giving up a 1 for
No
Antonio
way.
Brown?
Come on. Why?
Because he's amazing. He's still amazing at football. He's still the top 2 or 3 wide receivers.
And you're
going to
have to pay him guaranteed dollars from ages 35 to 37, 38. You're going to have to extend his contract.
Why
You're gonna
can't
have to
you just revis
sweeten
him
now?
1-year deals.
Well, he's got 3. You're acquiring him for 3 at 39.
I think the NFL has proven anything. You can rip that up and start over.
Well, you'd take him because your team's the New England Patriots, and they will figure out some way how to handle all this, and he'll be some sort of guy who comes in and he won't be Mr. Big Chest.
Patriots are going to get him and Odell, and then we're just going to let Tom Brady play till he's 55.
And let me just finish this segment with this statement. How can he be Mr. Big Chest when I'm Mr. Big Chest? You're not Mr. Big Chest. I'm Mr. Big Chest. And if you are calling yourself Mr. Big Chest, you are ripping me and my big chest off.
I'm DJ Mr. Big Chest.
You are not. Until we get James Dolan to your Del Tufo Fire Fest.
I'm going to open up.
The Rich Eisen Show, weekdays at noon Eastern on Audience.